Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas. Episode 3. Gen Ed.
So your ticket, please.
Here.
Amazing. Year 28 on the end up there.
No, I'm in U28.
Oh, that's right, near the back. Year 28.
No, E28 is probably where the Daily Telegraph critic sits, or the 12-year-old from The Guardian. I'm reviewing for the Countrywoman magazine, so...
Amazing.
So I get put at the back in U28.
That's that. Year 28.
We appear to be going round in circles. The point is, Will, that...
It's Willow, actually, but the name badges aren't big enough for all the letters.
In the interests of mutual understanding, Willow, could not the staff's pronunciation make some small concession to the fact that there's no one in the audience under 60?
What do you suggest?
Well, in the same way that mothers and howling babies are accommodated for certain performances, no doubt drug dealers enjoy dog-friendly matinees.
Sorry?
Well, not just in Surrey, they're everywhere now, aren't they? It's like these incel keyboard warriors. I blame video games. If the young never speak to anyone face to face, it's no wonder they all go round the bend. Anyway, I'll let you get on and do your job.
Amazing.
Well, not all that amazing, but no matter.
Thursday. Among the many hurdles to be negotiated as one attempts to stay in the race of modern life is the errant vowel and diphthong. And in my short time as drama critic for the Countrywoman magazine, I've found that the problem is equally prevalent on the other side of the footlights, where expensively trained actors murder the euphonies of Shakespeare, Wilde and Coward, littering the stage with the corpses of once elegant phrases and blistering truths. And yet critics are unwilling to call out crimes of diction, particularly novice critics. Not that there's any other kind in these days of straitened newspaper budgets. But readers of the Countrywoman may be assured that I shall not hold back. My reviews will also issue trigger warnings of egregious stage clichés, such as the pointless numbers and scientific symbols that set designers dangle above the heads of the cast, and the barefoot woman who always seems to wander on in a white nightie halfway through a Jacobean tragedy. And I will wage war on the ubiquitous standing ovations now lavished upon any actor who's managed to stay upright for 5 minutes without his moustache falling off.
Oh, for heaven's sake, sit down! You're blocking my view! Well, why haven't you eaten what I left you before I went out? All right, I'll open another sachet. Here you are. I think it's a good job you haven't got a name. They'd only mispronounce it at the vet's. Or is it Vats? Or Vats? Suppose we'll have to call you something eventually. That was a perfectly articulated diphthong you managed there. They'd throw flowers at you at the Globe for that. Yes, they would. So, expensive as mixed wet poultry feasts are, at least I'm not wasting $3,000 a term on your RADA tuition fees. Just so you know that I don't take that for granted.
For the senior man of letters, the wayward vowel epidemic has been as challenging as anything we've had to face since the demise of tax-deductible elevensies. One now pitches an adaptation of a classic novel, knowing that in the highly unlikely event of its going into production, every line, word and syllable will be wrangled into the current hideous demotic, humour slaughtered, beauty disfigured, rhythms mistimed. Nevertheless, Ed Reardon persists, or is it persists?
So, what is it you want to adapt? And please, can it not be about old trains?
Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary, Pen, by Captain F.S. Matravers.
OK, so I'm supposed to sidle up to the ITV drama commissioner in her favourite liquid nitrogen ice cream bar and say, "Hey Fifi, my client wants you to greenlight a series about four-masted T-clippers."
So you know Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary. That's remarkable.
Yeah, I read it at school, and the sequel. I mean, they're utterly brilliant. I was desperate to be the runaway girl who disguises herself as midshipman Sniffy.
Well, get down to the nitrogen bar this instant and treat Fifi to her favourite.
Doesn't work like that, Ed.
You have to pre-order it on your phone, I suppose. Oh, there's nothing worse.
No, you have to be under 30 if you're pitching a classic novel. No one will take you seriously.
I'm sure there's a logic to that.
If an old straight white male pitches an old straight white book, you know what the commissioner will probably think.
At last, something half competent.
No, they'll think, we've already got the Marlowe Murder Club and Father Brown. What do we need you for with your senior seafaring, no offence?
Whereas if Phoebe Waller-Doodah were to pit... No, I suppose you're going to tell me she's too old as well.
Sure. Anyway, the whole girl writers thing is so over. Every commissioner's back to wanting a young bloke again. Ideally quite skinny, curly hair. Maybe he plays in a band.
With one of those Adam's apples that sticks out.
Oh, yes. Almost certainly, I would say.
Jiggles his knee under the office table while stuffing a cheesy beef burrito into his face.
Oh, Ed, will you please stop this? I've been boy sober for nearly a month now.
Me too. I'm surprised not to have seen you at any of the support meetings.
You could get a young person to impersonate you, or you could go gender fluid. That's seriously cool too.
Might be a bit too much to take on, as well as being boy sober. I could simply trim 40 years off my age. Can't imagine it'd be that difficult. Sorry, difficult. I could paint my nails blue, draw some fish on my forearms, maybe grow a man bun.
Oh, a little tiny white one.
If you're not going to take this seriously, Ping, I shall go to the Garrick Club for advice. Until they're pretty sound on this kind of thing now.
So do you see yourself as more Gen Z than Gen Y, or Gen Alpha?
Which are the ones who walk the streets salivating at the prospect of imminent inherited home ownership?
Oh, that's me, Gen Y. See, we're entitled to act entitled.
So Gen Z are...
Shed loads more demanding than RC. So, Ed, I want you to look at a new book proposal.
No, I don't want to do any more ghostwriting, Ping. Liz Truss's 45 Habits of the Wealthy earns so little that I acquired the habit of going to the food bank.
Well, no, this will knock Trussy out the park. Look, here's the mock-up cover. They so know what they're doing, these guys.
Bums on seats.
Great title, isn't it? Anyway, they need someone to write the text sharpish, and I thought of you.
Oh, Bums on seats, so it's about the post-COVID crisis in the arts.
Actually, no.
Well, sack all the salaried heads of development is the short and simple solution there, but I can probably stretch that out to 75,000 words.
No, it's a book of photos of bums on seats. A pert peek at cheeks on chairs, butts on benches, posteriors.
Yeah, I think I've got the idea.
Yeah, they've already got a quote from Helen Lederer. Every thong is cracked up to me, and a whole lot more. How cool is that?
Ping, I'm sorry to cut this short, but I have to go and review a play for my newspaper. Actually, my daughter can't make it tonight, so you're welcome to my guest ticket.
What newspaper?
Can't divulge, I'm afraid. I'm working under a pseudonym. The play's a stage version of Emmerdale Farm. It seems there's nothing that can't be a theatre show now.
Oh, I know. I've got 2 clients working on the Wombles for the Royal Shakespeare Company. Such clever boys.
I'm sure they are.
They did the Bagpuss show at the O2.
Bagpuss on a hot tin roof? That's Tennessee Williams, isn't it? Anyway, moustache.
Ed, Bums on Seats could be a play with mystery guests. I'll tell the guys yes anyway.
Hi, Dad.
Ellie, how old do you think I look?
Oh, you're not going on Silver Bumble again.
Somewhere less reputable, I'm afraid. ITV. I'm thinking of making a pitch. Could I pass for 30? 12 would be ideal.
Well, I'm not the best person to ask. You've always looked the same dad age to me.
Mind if I rest the old legs for a bit? I've had rather a trying morning at the self-checkout machines. Couldn't find one that would scan my reduced-for-quick-sale cocktail beetroots.
Is that all you've done?
Well, I also got a cheddar pastry stick for 21p. I could just identify as being 30 and let the Supreme Court do its worst.
I don't think that law was designed to help you get TV work, Dad.
Not specifically, perhaps.
You should take up being a storyteller. It's ageless. Just stick a stripy top hat on and away you go.
Look, I just came to deliver a present for my grandson.
I'm a bit worried about Smile, actually. I found some magazines in his bedroom.
Well, I'm afraid you have to expect that.
Yeah, Investment Today, The Economist, I don't know what else, Fascist Breadhead Weekly.
I'm sure it's just a phase. On the other hand, the salary in the family for the first time in 3 generations would be no bad thing. Anyway, I'll leave this book for him.
Harsh blows the wind from Barbary.
High Time Smile discovered Captain Matravers, storyteller without peer, excepting your stripy-hatted self, of course, Ellie. And I wondered if he might have more luck pitching my adaptation to ITV. I pay Smile for his time, of course, if you've no objection.
I do, actually. I don't want my son becoming a lackey in the service of media barons. I don't want him ending up with no money or property, trying to survive by betting and going to food banks.
That's a fair point. Not all writers will be as successful as I've been, nor as lucky. Had a 3rd place in a steeplechase at Newton Abbot only last week. But alas, good fortune favours all too few of those called to take up the pen.
So why am I still waiting for the 50p you owe me for cleaning your Renault 5 on my 11th birthday?
I would remind you, young lady, that I'm the drama critic of the Countrywoman magazine. Any more of your lip, and so help me, I'll review you.
Congratulations, Ed. Our readers totally love Lady Teasel's theatre reviews.
Oh, thank you, Simon.
And the byline, it's perfect for the Countrywoman.
Well, Lady Teasel delights in the gossip of the town, so I thought I'd steal the name.
I love Bridgerton too.
Sheridan. Doesn't matter, as long as my editor's happy.
People really seem to like your, what shall I say, cruelty and mocking, spiteful vindictiveness.
There's nothing vindictive about it. They're my honestly held opinions, informed by a lifetime theatre-going.
They're almost like coroner's reports or a backbench MP's charge sheet. They're so detailed.
Well, most of the current critics are unable to offer much beyond the banalities of a fanzine. It's down to ignorance, really. You know what it says outside the Ibsen play that just opened on Shaftesbury Avenue? Woo-hoo, Sunday Times. I mean, really. Awards, please. That's another gem they often trot out. And you can tell when they're really stuck for words when they start praising actors for their cut glass vowels and split-second timing without a clue what they're writing about.
Sorry, just got to eat this burrito.
Of course. Cheesy beef?
I liked your line about that actor who couldn't time an egg. He should be thrown off the roof of a stopwatch factory and
Locked inside the Tower of Big Ben until he learns some technique.
And the woman off Call the Midwife, you said her vowels were about as cut glass as the tumblers they gave away at petrol stations in the 1970s?
Yes, I was rather pleased with that. I'm afraid, Simon, theatre criticism went to the dogs in the late Victorian period when reviewers ceased to be anonymous.
Wow.
Never really recovered. I wonder, Simon, if you're familiar with the works of Captain F.S. Matravers. I need, well, I wouldn't say collaborator exactly, but an associate to pitch my adaptation to ITV. It's a seafaring yarn which has a timeless appeal to...
Okay, sorry, Ed, but I get so many, no offence, older people asking me to do this, no idea why, and they want to explain it over lunch, and it usually turns out they've got more than one idea, and I've just had to put a stop to it, or I'd never get any work done.
Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. I'll take the book back.
But, hey, I've got a proposal for you. How about a seafaring opera?
Write one or review one?
It's a country house called Netherbourne Park that's just started its own opera festival.
They spread across the rural landscape like foot and mouth disease. What is it, Peter Grimes again?
They sent us the actual paper tickets. How old school posh is that? It's called The Boatswain's Mate.
Oh, yes, I know that one. By Ethel Smythe. Music's rather good. 200 quid a seat? It's not that good.
You get two, but it says does not include hamper, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's the landed gentry for you. Exploit you, then starve you to death.
But it looks like you get into the VIP champagne tent for free.
4 glasses of Netherbottom, please. Actually, make it 5. Save my legs.
Glasses are on the table. You can just help yourself.
Thank you. I think we've met before. It's Willow, isn't it?
No, it's Willow. Do I know you?
You inspected my ticket at the theatre.
The old vat.
That's it. On the night the turn your phone off announcement got a standing ovation.
Yeah, I left because they pay more here and I get time off for auditions and self-care.
So you're an actor, I should have known. Oh, well, best of luck. Luck.
Cheers.
No, I don't need a chair, thanks. I'm going back out to find my daughter.
Are you by any chance Ed Reardon?
Yeah. Peter! That's an extraordinary feat of memory.
How could I forget?
I think it's half a century.
I think it's a little more.
You weren't even an actor then.
Some say that's still the case.
The Hamlet of our generation.
So long ago, we've had time to learn how to make better champagne than the French. Cheers.
Cheers. Good stuff, this Netherbottoms, isn't it?
And free.
I think it's about 30 quid a bottle in the shops.
I imagine you have it shipped out to L.A.
Ah.
That's where you went off to, wasn't it? In 1970, whatever? After your novel came out?
Only for a week.
I assumed you'd stayed out in America with your movie millions.
No millions. A couple of fresh glasses going spare here, though.
Oh, thank you.
Netherbottoms up, Sir Peter. Congratulations on the K, by the way.
I've hardly worked since.
Yeah, I've heard that can happen. What brings you to the Boatswain's Mate?
Grinding Poverty. I've directed it, actually.
Oh, handy sideline.
My lifeline, if a somewhat fragile and frayed one. I had to design tonight's opera as well, just to get the fee up to the living wage.
Very agreeable way to pass the time between your acting triumphs.
Can't get arrested these days. Literally flogging my sad ass to anyone who'll have me.
Well, there are worse places than Netherbourne Park Opera.
Ed, have you ever tried to direct an opera singer?
I had a fight with Val Dunican once. That's the closest.
They can barely put one foot in front of the other. They roll their eyes if you ask them to do the simplest thing. Like actually look at the person they're singing with, rather than turning out front and gurning. How on earth did you manage to fall out with Val Dunican? He was an absolute sweetheart.
Oh, I helped him with his book of Irish country rambles, Walk Tall in Donegal. Anyway, I thought opera singers were supposed to be better at acting nowadays.
There's a German baritone in this playing Ned the boatswain's mate. He insists on pulling these grotesque faces, which, he assures me, always bring the house down in Leipzig.
Like Bomber Harris did in World War II.
Yes, and he's nothing like as funny as Bomber. Why are you here, anyway?
Oh, just an interest in the subject. I'm with my daughter, actually.
How lovely. Well, I've done my best with the grimacing baritone. Oh, God knows what the critics will say. I just pray we don't get what's-her-name.
Who?
The poisonous reviewer on the Countrywoman magazine. Lady Teasel, she calls herself.
Lady Teasel? Haha, very droll.
Well, I must admit, she is, rather. As long as she's writing about someone else's show. Did you read what she said about that poor woman from Call the Midwife?
Hey, Dad, I've bagged us a bench for our picnic.
Hello, Ellie. I've met a very old friend. This is Sir Peter.
Oh, like I wouldn't recognise the King of Herkeland.
Hello, Ellie.
God, I'm such a fan. You were brilliant as Volsunung, just as I always imagined him in the books.
Oh, you're most kind.
We worked together in the set-building workshop at Covent Garden.
In the late Ice Age.
And you never told me you were mates with Volsunung.
Ah, but you should have seen Sir Peter's Pericles, Ellie, and his Prospero. Just magical, sublime.
You know, there are many things I'm not terribly good at, but I can do shipwrecked.
How'd you do shipwrecked, exactly?
It's not as hard as you might think, Ellie. The secret is to find some good eye drops and look up a lot. Like this.
Oh, my God. That is so shipwrecked.
It's good, isn't it?
I wonder, Peter, if you know the seafaring novels of Captain Matravers.
Yes, Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary. They were extremely popular years ago. There was a film in the 30s.
Was it Charles Lawton?
Yes. He was terrible. He didn't look up enough, you see.
It'd be a perfect vehicle for you, Peter, as the captain.
If only. I've schlepped around trying and failing to sell projects till I'm blue in the face.
No, it wasn't the eye drops that did that then. But look, if we could get the right person to pitch it.
OK, so you two carry on. I'll be on the bench under the mulberry tree, Dad, when you're ready.
Join you in a minute.
Sweet girl. Grandchildren?
Just the one, I know. Incredible, isn't it?
Well, perhaps we should think about pitching Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary. Maybe
Change
change...
the title, yes, yeah. But it seems to me it breaks down very nicely into 56 episodes.
The streamers love that. Let's do it. By the way, I won't breathe a word to Ellie.
About what? Oh, no. I'm not sure she'd be much interested in my...
Anyway, I won't.
So you might like another glass, Sir Peter?
Thank you, Willow.
Ah, it's Willow, is it? Not Willet.
Ed, haven't they got wonderful eyes?
Who have? Oh, yes, I see, yes, they have. Yeah, we still saying eyes, are we?
Just asking to be shipwrecked. Now, Willow, this is Ed Reardon, who is an extremely distinguished author.
Yeah. I write too, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and I want to produce my own stuff as well.
Well, Willow, we might have a job for you. Mightn't we, Ed?
Might we? Oh, I see. Well, yes, why not?
It's often a feature of opera plots that events in the distant past re-emerge to complicate the narrative, in this instance an ancient adolescent liaison, creating a predicament for the protagonist, Reardon. Torn between his duty to blood-hungry readers of the Countrywoman and his ambitions for Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary, Reardon was, as they say on Radio 3, in a torment of indecision, and he turned, in his hour of need, to his sole comforter.
Dad, you're not supposed to bring full bottles into the auditorium.
It's all right, be empty soon.
Oh, he's still incredibly handsome, isn't he?
Who?
Sir Peter.
Yes, I suppose so.
Wasn't he once called the most beautiful man in the world?
No, I think that was someone else. Ronnie Corbett, possibly. How long does it say the first half is?
An hour, then a 90-minute break.
90 minutes? Why is it so long?
For our picnic. Then the second act starts at 8. What's the matter?
I'm worried about my kitten going hungry.
Why didn't you leave its food out?
Yes, but she won't eat it unless I'm there. Can we drive back in the interval?
I can't drive. I've had too much to drink.
I'll see the first half and then get the bus. It's not too far.
The March of the Women?
Ethel Smythe composed it a few years before this. She recycled it, as all the best writers do.
Dad!
It's possible that I missed one or two unimportant moments in the first act, But it was as plain as a giant false beard on a sailor's face that Peter had not exaggerated the German baritone's approach to the humorous role of Ned the boatswain's mate.
Harky, shipmate, if marry you must, choose a bride for her assets.
As Act 1 wore on, I realised that, if anything, Peter had been charitable.
Oh. What can the bride and groom possibly be doing?
Despite Peter's vast experience, however, he could not have been more wrong about the audience's response to the comic skills of Gerhard Friedrich.
Verpets? Do bring me more ale.
Ah, there you are, Ellie.
Hi, Dad. I didn't think you'd make it.
Only 2 buses each way. Gave me time to write my review of The Boatswain's Mate.
But you haven't seen the second half yet.
Oh, good reviews don't take very long. That's why critics often go overboard. It's so much easier to write. And you can leave early.
Not very professional, though.
But I want Peter to be in Harsh Blows the Wind.
So you have to give him a good review? What an obnoxiously dishonest world you inhabit, Dad. I saved you some quinoa, by the way.
No, it's all right. I had something at home. I've got us another couple of bottles from the tent.
Oh, it must be weird having a mate who's world famous.
Yes, I never thought he would be. There are some absolute shockers in Peter's CV, along with the good work. I may not have had his career, but there's not too much in mine to be ashamed of. Apart from one unfortunate episode, perhaps, which we won't talk about.
Is that your agent over there?
Ah, yes. Who's that she's with?
Some other entitled posh woman, by the look of her.
Stop it, Fifi. You're making me spill my nether bottom.
She must be important. Ping only laughs like that when she's trying to ingratiate herself.
Oh, she just looks drunk to me. They were both talking to that barman for a very long time.
Ah, Willow. You think barman, do you? I thought perhaps barmaid, that then you're much better at this sort of thing than me.
Oh, Dad, stop being gender normative.
I thought that was back in again. I think I might go and see what's going on. Unbeknownst, as the Radio 3 opera announcers like to say, unbeknownst to Ping and her companion Fifi, the ice-cream-loving ITV drama commissioner, Reardon concealed himself behind the yew hedge, the better to eavesdrop upon their conversation.
I'm definitely going to commission this, Ping. I totally love Willow. That energy, such confidence, and what a pitch.
Yeah, I tell you, Fifi, I've been on the boy wagon for like 5 weeks, but I would happily jump off for Willow.
Oh, God, totally.
I mean, not much of an Adam's apple, but, you know, who cares what they are?
Perfect casting for a gender-fluid midshipman.
Yeah, they'd be bloody brilliant as Sniffy. And you know, Fifi, I've got some great writers who could script the show for you.
I'm thinking, why not let Willow do it all? Write, produce, and play the main part.
Ping, how nice to find you here.
Oh my God, Ed, I've never seen you in a dinner jacket before.
Yes, I had to make a quick dash to the charity shop. The shorts I already had at home.
So, Ed, this is Fifi, ITV drama commissioner.
I saw you talking to my friend Willow. Fruitful, I hope. I think perhaps Willow pitched a project to you?
We discussed a project, but I can't obviously talk about it.
Was it Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary by any chance?
Oh, nearly time for part 2. Let's get back, Fifi. That German baritone is hilarious.
And Willow didn't mention my name at any point. I see. Right. Well, I must circulate.
Good dinner?
Willow just pitched our project to the ITV commissioner, and she's bought it.
Not Fifi. The one who can't read and stuffs herself with ice cream. Is she here?
Yes, but my name is not on the slate, Peter.
Oh, well, maybe we've been sacked already. I wouldn't put it past them. This is what happens.
So it wasn't you who cut me out of the project, then?
Why would I do that? It was me who put you on to Captain Matravers in the first place.
No, you didn't. I've had this book for years.
I was the one who stole it from the Cardiff Central Library. Then I lent it to you because you lent me Jaws, and I never saw it again.
Well, let's just see, shall we? This is my copy of Harsh Blows the Wind from Barbary, which I've had for over 50 years. There's my name inside the front cover, E. Reardon, intergalactic agitator.
And the stamp inside the next page,
Cardiff Central Library. All right, yeah, I'll give you that. Nevertheless, my caution's understandable, I think.
Why? Where has all this paranoia come from?
That night at your flat.
Yes.
When we
Yes.
ran out of cigarettes.
Did we?
You had a drum of 200 duty-free Dunhills, which you didn't want to open because they were a present for your sister.
For my sister in Vale. What's wrong with that?
Except you did open them. When you thought I was asleep, you went out on the balcony and smoked one.
And because of that,
Well, it's just that under those particular circumstances. First time in my case.
Oh.
And last, most right-thinking people would take the view that it's appropriate at that particular stage of the romantic proceedings for both parties to enjoy a cigarette together, but you chose not to offer one.
I think you've had too much nether bottom. We'll talk about this later. Here, have a fag for heaven's sake.
No, thank you. I have my pipe.
I have to watch the second half of my show, which is all going surprisingly well. See you later, agitator.
Well. So, now we know.
Ah, Ellie, what do we know?
This explains so much. So much. You and Mum, you being a crap dad, a lifelong interest in opera and cats.
I think you're attaching far too much significance to a teenage...
There's no need to make up excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
You know what, Dad? I forgive you.
Do you indeed? I honestly couldn't be less bothered about one drunken night at Peter's flat, which in truth be told...
No, spare me the squalid details.
Well, what about that little rodent-faced door-to-door dishcloth seller on whom you conferred your maidenhead? At least I went to bed with the most beautiful man in the world.
So what was the unfortunate episode you said you were ashamed of when we were having the picnic?
If you must know, I was referring to the misplaced apostrophe in Val Dunican's second book of Irish Country Rambles.
A spelling mistake? Oh, come on, Dad.
In my ignorance, I thought the Giant's Causeway was a causeway used by more than one giant, and I therefore placed the apostrophe after the final S in giants rather than in front of it. Shameful, stupid schoolboy howler.
Oh, the sooner we get you signed up for a support group, the better.
Oh, dear. No need to look like that.
Yeah, Ed, mate, what's happened to Lady Teasel? I can't run this. Baritone Gerhard Friedrichs cut glass vowels and split second time and steal the show. Awards, please, woohoo. This isn't what Countrywoman readers want. They expect blood on the stage. Get backstabbing and get it to me by the end of play.
Hi, Ed. I've sent you a PDF of the new Bums on Seats proposal. The boys have come up with a new chapter idea. Can you identify the red carpet rear? Oh, and great news. Fifi got the sack from ITV. Bye.
Ethel Smythe, opera at Netherbourne Park. Don't walk on the keyboard. Oh, you've made Ethel go bold. Ethel. Off the keyboard, Ethel. Daddy's working. Drowning would be too good for this most egregious of bosuns. Witless, overblown, tin-eared.
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas, Lisa Coleman, Barunka O'Shaughnessy, Eve Ponsonby, Robert Powell, Nicola Sanderson and Joe Thomas. It was written by Christopher Douglas, the producer was Dawn Ellis, and it was a BBC Studios audio production for Radio 4.